Yo,
Good morning.
mate.
Yeah, good.
Morning.
How are you, mate?
Not bad.
It's good. How did you guys fare yesterday? Crazy moves.
Yeah, pretty
I
well
was, I
actually.
was, I was sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't sleep.
What's going on with this thing?
I need more advice to get ads on there.
What's that?
Get that ad at the start of your YouTube now.
Oh, okay. That should go away soon. Can barely hear you, mate.
I'm not talking too loud. How about now?
Yeah, it's a little bit better. Alrighty. So, Richie got Hong Kong. Yeah, far out. Saw that move that you posted. Awesome. Joey, good morning. Tamimi, good morning. Alan, good morning. Daniel, Rob. What's going on with my thing? Alright, we're all set up here. So, FOMC. Hey, Rob. Yeah, like crazy, man. Just absolutely for German. Finally got all the way down. I did have a couple other levels that I was keeping my eye on. They were it was this New York low, like this little bit, with this London low, and then also to see how it would react once we got down to take this little area. So price eventually just made its way down, hesitated for a little bit, finally broke through this level, pushed down to the next zone, little reaction, slowly grinding away, and it was about 6:30, and price was tapped into the zone, and it was a little bit, hold on. So then 6:30 came down to this area. This is, I was cooking tea, so I was a bit busy, and I didn't really want to have a trade on thinking about it during that time. So kind of missed the move as it started like pushing up, and then we got to the Powell speak. Sorry, not Powell. Just releasing a statement first, and then he was speaking at 7:30, and it's just gone whooshka. So a bit annoying. I was kind of waiting for that pullback all day. It was just such a slow day, really slow day. Then broke above the resistance, smashing through, making a new all-time high. Came back, retested perfectly, but I was watching gold and I was watching NAS. So NAS, same thing. I had, but for this one, I set some buy limits. I set a few actually. I set one here, I set one lower, and I set one higher. Somewhere here. This one had a pretty wide stop loss though. So I was kind of hoping it was going to dip all the way down. This one here, there was lower risk. This one here was normal lot size. This one here was normal lot size. All stop losses were below here. So if it spiked down and tapped me out, it would have been a pretty big loss. But I would have liked to have been triggered on all of them. Just never did, unfortunately. Never got that real lovely liquidity grab, but it was still a nice move, trading underneath all of this area. You got some nice price action just before time, and I was a little bit disappointed not to have got it. Anyway, so then price pushed up, tapped into this area, and this area was the 16,600 area. Nice reaction off of here. I would have liked to have taken that sell, but it was just so, everything was so bullish. But this red zone, if I look at the weekly chart, that red zone was a little bit higher. I was doing it on my phone when I was trying to do this. Oh, unlocked. There was the necklines. These necklines. So I thought this would be like this whole wick these necklines, these closing prices, you can have nice reactions when the higher time frame. Very similar to my monthly levels, but just I don't do them on my weekly, just because you'll find you just have so many. But really nice little area. Then when we got the reaction, so this is the reaction from that level, price pushed up into it, just super strong liquidity candle. You got the 50% of this wick. That was really what powered that move up. Okay, then you got the reaction from here, just initial reaction. Price shot down and then gave a lovely little reaction from this area. I just went in. I didn't even wait for a candle. There's so much volume in the market that if I waited for a candle to close, I think I would have missed it. So 50% of this wick, saw price, had reacted from there, thinking that this would just be a wick fill afterwards, and yeah, took it. That's only the pieces that I picked up from FOMC. Thought there was a huge chance that we just gap open, and an Asian session continues it. But I was a little bit just didn't want to run the risk and disturb my sleep by just having something going. I would have checked it every hour if I had a trade going when I was asleep. But really nice to see it just continued pushing up. Now the question is for Naz, given how the comments that Pal said, how dovish he was. Well, it wasn't like it didn't sound dovish at the start, but the dot plot was dovish, and then he said some other lines and changed some of the wording. So, you know, I can't see why the market wouldn't continue. It's just, do they buy the high, or do they pull back a little bit first? So you can see, like, we've got no wicks. Like, it's just bloody it's so bullish. It's so crazy bullish. No pullbacks whatsoever. Oh, gold crossing 2029. I'll check gold next. So on the 4 hour, what I was thinking max pullback could be here, or even like here. So we'll need to see. I want to see if any of these hold. I can't see, well, it can happen, but I can't see the daily, like, filling too much of this candle. So at anything, if we do get a significant profit take or something, maybe the 50% of this candle would be max pullback, but it would have to retrace this whole move from Asian session, which it can do easily. What else? We do have interest rates today. We've got pound, Swiss is at 9:30 or something like that. We've got pound, we've got euro, so we've got a very volatile day. So this will be something to keep an eye on in American session. But yeah, basically I'm going to see what happens initially at this open. If we can find a little bit of support around this 50% of this Asian session, and then continue pushing higher, or if we come back to the Asian low, feel like there's a bit of a gap. This is the way the market gapped open. See if we can push up out of that, or even if we can, I don't know, feel some of this move as well. But it's just gonna be tricky. I don't want to buy the high here, which is a bit annoying when it's such a trend like this. You just don't know where you're gonna put your stop loss. So we'll see. That's for Naz. Everything's bullish though. You got to be bullish. German, we covered German. So let's see if this level can hold. Looks like it's kind of holding already. It's 5 minutes about to close in 4 seconds. So this is a little support here. Rejection wick, rejection wick, rejection wick. So 7:30. So this is the open of the Frankfurt candle. Price has pulled back. Are we going to just do a little pullback and now break? I guess Glenn, you've got a little trend line you're looking at. You're watching something like this. And what else? Now gold. Let's go gold quickly. Now gold, this was the area that I was looking to see if we can tap into, and then continue bullish as well. So gold just absolutely launched off the monthly level. So if we go to 30-minute, you can see where gold pulled down in the pre-London, bounced off our monthly level, 1973. Pretty slow day, and then it's just gone power. Just the US dollar just weakened. Absolutely started flying. Every candle just buying and buying and buying and buying and buying and buying and buying. Now we're pulled back, finally created a bit of a base, a bit of a support. Now are we just going to use that as a support to spring pad and stay above 2000s now for the rest of the year and first half of next year, maybe even the whole of next year? If we can break through above here, I don't have much traffic above 2040. Then, you know, next stop could be 2150. Let's see if this holds as well. Kind of thinking with the way that all these indices have been approaching all-time highs. It's not easy to trade. It's not easy to trade. So I'm gonna have to keep my eye on all of these different things because I haven't particularly liked German recently. Haven't liked even, and NAS sort of caught the same disease, but we'll see. All right, let's keep an eye on all charts. We'll see if we can pick up some scraps here. I know it's early, and we might even. I'll just wait. I know I'm a little bit sick today. I was gonna say I'm gonna execute on this one a little bit early, pre-London, but I think if we're pushing up, I think London. Well, I'm hoping London doesn't give any manipulation to break these lows, but if it does, push and make a new all-time high with London volume, I think I'll look for a reaction off of this level. If it gives a little reaction off this level, not sure how, if the pullback will be anything, but then look to trade it up. Something like that. So we'll just see. 15 minutes. But this looks like that would have been a good level to have bought from. With that 5-minute candle close, and it's just a bit early before London time. But I think that's sound. Especially if this candle can close. What are your thoughts, guys? What do you think? What are you leaning towards?
Yeah, I'm looking at buys, mate.
Makes sense.
I'm already in it from that bounce down. Like that was the zone I had marked out.
Yeah.
It looks like we're heading back price action wise to sort of September where we would sweep the Asian low. I'm not the Asian low, but that Asian 50% and react to that level.
Lee Left Hand, good morning. If it breaks up, I'm waiting for a bullish FEG in the 5, so you're hoping it's going to break up cleanly. Break up cleanly. Like this, and then create a area where it can come down and fill. That's what you're looking for, isn't it? That's what you're looking for? If it pushes clean. Yeah, okay, good. Sound idea. Yeah, the question is, if we can break up, is this how far the pullback is? That's really the only question. If we fail to close above here, then we may dip a little bit lower because we know London can have a little bit of manipulation. If we go Forex Factory, okay, we've got 8:30, so 45 minutes time. We've got the Swiss interest rates. Then we've got pound at 12 and at 115 euro. Hey Peter, nice catch you got before breakfast, eh? Ate some pips. Hey, Manny. Mine was, I was okay. It's kind of an awkward time at FOMC because the statement comes out at 7 and then presses at 7:30, and I've got to be a bit more into a routine now with the little one. If dinner gets too late for us, then she can get actually gets a bit unsettled, so if she gets overtired, it sucks. 6 a.m. for you? Yeah. You woke up at 6:15? Oh yeah. Damn, just after. But the press conference is when most of the, well, not this time. The actual statement gave a huge. I was a bit surprised how much momentum there was with just the statement, the number coming out. I didn't expect that because everyone knew that he was going to hold. That was really what they were going to say. And after mentioning battle plan, price just consolidating around daily R1. Now it's not clear where it wants to break. Yeah, I know. It's kind of London Open really opens the door to do whatever it wants. You'd hate for German Ford to consolidate for the next 2 hours. That's me too. Me too. I've just had a habit of doing that lately. You got 50 pips. Oh, beautiful. That's exactly. That's amazing, man. On what was it on? Was it gold or was it on the indices? Gold. Yeah, gold was just on fire. Because I saw it spike up, and it was like at 1996, and I was like, is there much more to go? Can I buy it still? And I hesitated, and then I looked later and it was like 2020. It's like, damn, like when you think for gold, when you think that it might be getting close to a top, it goes for like another 100, 200 pips.
Yeah. You can never say it's enough for gold.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking the price action again on gold, so I am keeping an eye on that today. All the charts look the same though.
Yeah.
NAS, there's Hong Kong 50, but gold, German, NAS, they all look exactly the same. Gold's looking alright here. That's the level that I had marked up. This guy. It's pushed up 20 pips. Yeah, it's going to be a buy everything day.
I had such a bad entry in gold. I got in at like 2010
Oh yeah.
and got out at 2015.
Yeah,
That's it.
it's pretty hard. It's like 370 pips. It's really moved. You're like,
Yeah.
then you're buying.
I got up and I saw it. I was like, shit. I had like 3 alarms for 5:45 and I still couldn't get it.
Oh yeah, that's early though. It's really early.
Yeah. Because normal trade, yeah, like New York session is till 2 o'clock here.
Mm-hmm.
So I slept at like 3:30 and I had to get up at 5:45 again.
Oh,
So I
but
couldn't.
yeah. Yeah, not enough time between. Yeah, it's just gonna keep on pushing. So I think London might just jam straight up, have a little bit of a reaction, and then just keep on pressing. Nice little moves. Nice little reactions already. It's crazy how all the charts are the same. Like even Aussie US, Euro US, Pound US, everything is the same. Okay, got 5 more minutes, 6 more minutes. So tomorrow there's some volatility as well. We're triple witching day. With options. Stocks. Was that triple witching? Yeah, index futures, index options, and stock options. I think given this rally, there could be quite a bit. 3.5 minutes. What do you guys reckon? I guess it's going to be a clean push. Or do you think it's going to do a little bit of spin beforehand? No retest, just straight up. Yeah.
No, you gotta retest here.
I think there's a good chance for a spike off of here, but I don't think it's going to be much. Yeah. So just there's nothing to the left. It's just buy everything. You think down to there? Mm-hmm. Using a red candle, or is it just a chosen color?
Can I change the color?
Of course you can. Should be on the. You probably can't see. If you see on YouTube, you can see. Yeah, there you go.
I'd love to see it take that out.
Yeah, I'd love it to do that. I've got a pen in order here at Asian 50%.
Just take out this week.
Yeah, just in the off chance, if it's a quick move, I've got a pen in order set for this. Just in case it does a spike down, but if it doesn't, if it just keeps on pushing, I'll just remove this. But just in case. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, if it does rip down here, it's pretty hard to tell where it could spike, where that spike could go, because it's such heightened volatility at these areas. But essentially, I'm looking. Your stop loss is up to you, but I'm essentially looking to see. I've got a pen in order to see if it can just spike down quickly. Joe took a punt, entered a buy at 19.49. Yeah, I was very close to pulling the trigger. Very close. And then I thought I just need to make sure that I didn't enter before London. But to me, it looked good. To me, I was really keen to even enter, like here on 7 o'clock candle for that pull down. It's just the spreads. The spreads are pain on my personal at this time.
There's also the lower that 30-minute doji just around that Asian 50% as well, Hayden.
30-minute. Oh, this guy?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. A little gap here as well. Some people say this is FEG.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, that's the one that Glenn just put on there. All right, here we go. 15 seconds. All right. Okay, a little gap. We test the low. A seller as a buyer is going to win this candle. Okay. Taking the euro low on my terminal. No, it hasn't. It's very close to this euro low. Now it's taking the euro low. A little bit more for the 50% to be taken. Pretty decent wick fill in the 30 minute. What's the 30 minute look like? Yeah. It's taking the low of the doji. I'm just going to go and try my luck in this. If we can find a rejection, I prefer it to actually hit my level, but if we can find a rejection, I'll go in on it. At the moment it is sort of just hesitating here. Just remember we've got interest rates for the Swiss as well in 30 minutes. Okay, show us some wicks. Let's break up higher. Nice, looking good. This 5 minute can flip now. So I'm going to trust that this is the 3 minute candle, that this is a support now, so hopefully we can push up out of here. And at least push up to the all-time high. Nice. Cool. All right. So let's open up that TP a little bit more. But that's a nice little, if it rejects off of here, comes back down to the entry, I'll close it, but I'm hoping that this is the low, at least for this 30 minute candle. Hopefully we can go to the all-time high. So sitting around 15 pips, 16, 17. Come on, keep pushing. Yeah, good one. Take some profit there. And then just let the rest run. Nice one. Beautiful. Nice easy one today for once.
Nice trade.
It's been a long time coming for this German Opens. All right. So as I entered at 16,936. Awesome. that's good. That's a good entry. Oh wait, mine's where was mine? Mine's because the price is a little bit different on the 8 cap. I got in. It was on the 5 minutes, in line with here. Same price. Brilliant. Good job. Good job. Gyro got lucky out now. Why did you get lucky? Oh, it was your stop loss fairly tight, was it? J-Man got 14 pips, positive slippage. Oh, yeah. We got to take those when we get it. There's enough negative slippage in this market. Just got in pretty early. Well, if you got in here on the break, this is the only reason why. Like I'm pretty happy with the get it in there. It's just when you get London Open, often you get that as well. But then other times you don't get that. It just goes straight off and then you miss it. So it's kind of one of those, I should get in it, but just mentally prepare yourself that you're going to have some drawdown. Probably. Or price. You're going to be in profit and price is going to come back. That's the time that is really difficult. When you're in the trade, price moves up and then you BE too early. And then price comes down, stops you out, and then keeps on going. Holy, just keep on moving your take profit up, boys. 17,000 I'll have it at. I think nice round number. I think the big boys will be like, I think there will be, that's a nice area for people just to take some off. Now, if we get a rejection wick up at 17,000, I might be inclined to go for like a 20 pip scalp. If I get, maybe not the very first touch, but if we get something like this and we get some rejection wicks, I'll probably take that for like a 20 pipper. Oh yeah, Jim, that's what I was thinking as well. But round numbers are nice and easy for humans. So how did the others fare? Naz probably did this. Oh, Naz did nothing.
Naz is stuck.
Gold would have moved nicely. 40 pips off of that zone, but German was the standout. That's the first time we've had a standout German session compared to something else in weeks. It feels like.
I got slipped up massively, so I've just cancelled the order.
Where you entered it, did it jump, did it?
Yeah.
Damn.
What happened? Did the spread widen or something, Sarah?
Yeah, it's on that platform.
Oh yeah, shall not be named.
Just really annoys me because you can't see by the time you press it, it jumps up.
Yeah, it's delayed, that's why though.
Yeah.
It's not slippage, it's that when you enter of what you're looking at, you're actually physically behind.
Right.
It's the lag.
Yeah, it's the lag, yeah. It's
starting to irritate me.
It's very bad around London Open. I think it's just number of users on the platform, the service just don't handle it. You miss candles all the time as well, and then you look back later on and everything looks completely different because it fills in the missing data.
Rubbish.
Yeah.
And the trouble is you have to have it at the right entry, otherwise they can call off the trade.
Yeah.
Try to claim on it, so I just cancel it now.
50 pips. All right, thank you, pal.
Everyone's pal today, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, last for 217.
Jeez. Well,
Well,
on my broker's not quite there. It's just about there now. Now it is. 60 pips.
Yeah, I'm up 70 pips. So must have put slightly better.
Yeah. It closed out now. That's my TP. Cool. Well, for that, I think it's worth a like on the stream if you guys are watching.
1% for the day done. That's it.
Good one. Beautiful. All right.
Oh,
Can I risk some profits and look for a little pullback? It's pretty dangerous to do that. Give some back. But it will be interesting if we get a little pin bar up here to see if we can, yeah, pull back to structure. 20 pippers. Something like this. Well, let's see. Let's wait for some candles to close.
yeah, but it's going to the moon.
It's just insane. Like how it's just been non-stop.
Check out UK. FTSE.
Oof. See, I was thinking FTSE as well. Maybe it wouldn't be a bad one because we got stuff to the left we can use.
That's good for my pension fund. Keep going.
Oh, well played.
Yeah, you know what I was surprised about is so what I'm looking for in my when I'm trading, like I keep my account fairly small, but then like when I make like profit and I do my withdrawals, because like one thing is like kind of trying to compound your account, another thing is trying to just leave your account size the same and just as your account grows, like remove half your profits and then go and spend it on something. And like, what do you spend it on? Like, you don't just go buy tangible things that will just, like, you got to buy something like assets. So one thing I'll buy is index, like just ETFs. And I was surprised to see after all of this, the VGS is the one that tracks the US, and it went down. So it's the one that domiciled on Vanguard. I forget what the whole thing is, but it's the US International large cap. And I thought this was going to be flying up. I was surprised to see it actually went down. You got to buy a pair of AirPods. AirPods are handy, mate. They are valuable. They're valuable little things when you go and listen to stuff that's going to make you money. Did anyone take this sell from on German from 17,000 back down to the structure? There's your 20 pips. That's your rejection week. Who bought into that sell? Yeah, Eddie took that sell. Nice one. Yeah, that's a good one. Cool. Well, we've had a good session for once. Feels like a lifetime since we've had a good session. London session, that is.
The thing is, indices always go up. I think everybody forgot that because there was so much press around, oh, they're going to crash, they're going to crash. So they're meant to make all-time highs.
Yeah, I agree. You should be longing.
Yeah.
But there's like over time. That's why like I'll buy the ETFs just to buy and hold for like years and years and years and years. But it's pretty hard to buy something at prices like here.
Yeah.
On the
agree
like
with that.
when you're trying to trade something, it's a bit different than just buying and holding. Because we do look for those little pullbacks, but when something like when the market's doing its waves, yeah, it's so much easier because you know whereabouts you are in the move a lot more.
Yeah.
But when the market's moving like this, it can be so mentally hard to buy because it doesn't make like this. What we've seen in the last month and a half, to me, it's so abnormal. This run. So you are just constantly waiting for that pullback, constantly. I've never seen something that respects the session lows. It's so extended for so long. I've never seen that before. So
Right a bit.
yeah, I'm gonna really have to. I know there's. Well, I don't know anything. Market can do whatever it wants, but I think there's a good chance we're going to have a good correction somewhere like Q1, Q2. And then once that correction's over, even back in after COVID, when the COVID first crashed, back over here in March, right when we had that pandemic crash, price dropped like nearly almost half its value. You see, like it actually like everyone thought the world was going to end, 50% crash, and it took like little less than 2 months. And it was basically had done almost a full recovery.
Yeah.
People forget, like, if from March to like this part, price is already on its recovery, and then after it failed to go lower again, that's the really aggressive movement. And I think I should have adapted, but the more times I see it, the more times I will be able to react. But even this Hamas Israel, like the way that the market reacted to that and then shakes it off, you do get like no way I'm going to be able to pick that it goes from all the way down here for up. But I think from this bit, like I was looking for buys, and at this point here I was a little bit unsure if it was just going to be a lower high or not. And as it started to break up, where I went wrong was I was looking for a bit more of a pullback, and I kept on missing as it was breaking new highs.
Yeah, same.
There wasn't one single decent reversal candle in any of those day candles for the last 6 weeks, though.
Yeah, exactly. So
Not a single one. If any of them that were dojis. It's just...
These ones, yeah. Because I went back on account, even during that COVID crash, we'd never had more than 10 days in a row bullish. And so in this run, there was 9 in a row. And then we had 2 little sideways candles. And then here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think technically, this one was... Oh, it was a red one. It was blue. It's blue on my pepper on the MetaTrader. But that was like that's the pullback. That's the pullback. Just insane, man. Just absolutely so difficult to trade something like that. But buying, when you're just buying and holding, you love it. Absolutely, so nice to buy and hold for like your investments, knowing that the stock market just goes up I know you've got all those doomsayers that predict like market crashes and corrections, but the way that indices are structured, they'll always remove the ones that aren't performing and bring in the ones that are performing. I think there's
Exactly.
I think US 500 or one of them, I think Sea Air or something like that is about to be removed, and I can't remember who it is. I think it's a Chinese company. I think it's it might be even Temu, is going to be listed on the US exchange, or someone's going to be listed. So you're going to always have the ones that don't improve, don't move, replaced with ones that are moving, and they will also modify. Like at the moment, the top 7 indices, stocks, sorry, for NAS, are your tech stocks, and they'll give them a bit more market cap if it starts to underperform. So over time, you know, if you've got time to buy and hold, just keep on, take your investments from, take your profits from trading, and invest in something that's a bit more passive. What was that, Eddie?
No, it was Chris.
Oh,
Hey,
Chris,
how are
sorry.
you? I just posted in general comments. It was something that you were talking about with regards to investing in something passive, like an NFT, which is really cool. It was a video I watched the other day. Was with regards to
Nathan Sloan,
QQQ ETF.
Yeah, Nasdaq tracker.
And and it was really good because I was looking at doing exactly that. I've got a few investments in a couple of different ones, Vanguard in particular.
Yeah.
But this guy did a review and he was saying, opposing things. He was saying, you know, some people have done really, really well out of this, which is it's the Nasdaq basically, and it's the Investico is the first and it's the largest fund ETF. Massive amount invested, but what he was looking at was when you actually invested.
Yeah.
And he was using this Warren Buffett methodology for valuing the stock market. He basically, what did he do? He said you look at the market capitalization of the stock market divided by the GDP.
Yeah.
As a ratio, so anything over 100% is grossly overvalued. Anything under, and it looked at when it started this ETF, and it was, I think it was 1999. And if you invested then, it would have taken, because of the dip in the market, 14 years to
recover.
To break even. But if you'd bought at the low or thereabouts near the low, I mean, you would have done exceptionally well.
But what's he doing? Is he just buying and then having to hold all the way through? Or is he average cost?
Just average dollar
cost averaging.
Dollar cost averaging. Yeah. But it's good little thing. I'll put it up there. Have a look at it.
Yeah. Thank you.
So it's been an interesting day. It was a good day.
Yeah, this was a nice start. So we've got 5 minutes now before Swiss interest rate. See what that does with this. Yeah, the ones I got for Vanguard are this one, VGS. This one is the major holder. So this takes up like the major bulk of everything.
Yeah.
And this is basically just holding the top ones: Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia, Alphabet, Meta, Tesla. So this is basically Nasdaq for the main Nasdaq movers. But you've got a lot of them. There's a lot more than just 100. So you're quite diversified. And I know my super is also invested into this quite heavily as well. But that one's been moving really good. Then you got VAS and Vanguard as well, which are the Aussie ones. And these ones give you better dividends as well. So they don't grow anywhere near as much. But in terms of like giving dividends every quarter, it's quite good. Then you've got, other one I got is Vism, which is your small cap. So this one's got like tens of thousands of companies in there. So you basically like betting that the world's not going to fail, because if some of these other ones fall over a bit, the slack should be picked up somewhere else. And then so there's Vism, VAS for Australian, VGE for the large cap American companies, and then the last one is VGS, which is your like emerging markets.
Cool, thanks.
Excluding Australia. Did I say that right? Did I say all of them? There's these ones down here. VGE, VAS, VGS, and VISM. So these four. So you're pretty much diversified. So different weightings. So this one's VAS, because I've already got it in my super. This one makes up like 10 to 15%. This one here makes up like 65 to 70%. Then about 5 to 10% for small caps. And the same again for emerging markets. So across all of them, you're basically buying into 100,000 businesses. So obviously they're going to go up and down, but if you're just constantly buying every month a packet, then not really trying to time it, just over time these should grow, and you've seen them over time. I don't see why it wouldn't continue over time. Just slowly grow and grow and grow, and these market caps, when it crashes, might buy a bigger portion if I get a nice crash, buy a bigger chunk. But basically it's a set amount. It's also based on what I make in profits for the month. Determines how much of a bundle I'd buy. If you're not in Australia, you can buy like in the UK, I don't have to buy whole units. I can buy like partial units. So you can really like say, I want to invest $1,000 every month, and you can just buy $1,000 of it. Otherwise, if you're in Australia, you got to buy. If you're going to buy $1,000, you got to buy whatever's closest. Like 9 times 110 will be basically $1,000. But you got to buy in whole units. Oil's paying you, is it?
With interest rates as expected.
Yeah, I've been stacking oil.
Oh yeah.
So I've took it on my personal, and it's 20% up now.
Oh, we've got Swiss out right now. Is that what you said, Jim? Sorry, mate, I missed.
Yeah, it's noted as expected.
Yeah. So price pulled down, took the euro low, gave that bit of a pullback. Price launched up to 17,000. Lovely round number, psychological number for humans to say, let's take some profit there. As expected, he had a bit of a sell-off. Just going for 20 pips would have been absolutely fine. Gave 40, created support, and then now it's doing wick fill because there's momentum in the charts. So 15 minute, or even 30 minute. No, not 30 minute. But price, yeah, just a nice push, retest, go again. This is what German used to be like, wasn't it? Little sweep at the start, grab liquidity, go and do like a 70 pip move, 70, 80 pip move in the first hour. Then it'll quiet down a little bit, and I'll go get a coffee, we get a reversal, and then you get like a 50 pip candle the next hour.
Interesting where it found support again.
What was that, sorry?
It's interesting where we found support again.
Euro high, yeah.
Asian high, very high.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, Glenn. Oh, sorry, Glenn. I'm just reading the Discord. I see your convo with Don about the copy trader. So a lot of the time it works beautifully. But I did have some issues. So normally, like when I was going from Pepperstone to Pepperstone, I was using the copy trader because I'd run like I'd put my account, and then I would have like an account for my parents, and I have an account for just various accounts, and they were all taking the same trade, just changing the risk percentage, and it was working fine. And then one of the guys, I think it was George even, it's quite like it. He had two accounts, but he had a sender and a receiver on both. And what it did is it created this loop. So one terminal. They both have a receiver and a sender on it. So it took a trade on one, and it sent the trade to the receiver, and the receiver received the trade and then sent it back to the other one, which received it and sent it. And it just created this loop where it didn't do too much damage because it happened so quickly that it quickly ran out of margin and then just had to close all the trades. But they were all basically, around the same price because it happened so quickly. So it wasn't like end of the world for him. It ended up losing. It was only like literally a few dollars, but it was on a challenge account. So it kind of like it was scary seeing it just like all of a sudden put on like 100 trades. But the issue was as well is if you're not careful with that, I made a mistake with this prop account, the Blue Guardian one, where I took the trade on my personal account and I chucked it onto, and I had the receiver and I just had a sender on my personal account and a receiver on the prop account. But the problem with Blue Guardian versus Pepperstone was that for indices, the lot sizes are a factor of 10 different. So the smallest denomination you do for the prop account is 0.01, and the smallest denomination for Pepperstone is 0.1. So you can see the problem that these are the same dollar size, 0.1. So let's say 0.1 is like 10 cents a pip, and 0.01 is 10 cents a pip. But I took a trade on if I did a trade on my personal account, I didn't pick up on it at the start, but I sent 0.1, and that would send a 0.1 to the prop account. So if I did a 10-cent trade on my personal account, it would be $1 on my prop account. And what I did was I did a 4 lot on my personal, and that sent a 40 lot. It was basically the equivalent of a 40 lot to the Blue Guardian. So what it did is, as soon as it opened the trade, it hit drawdown. As soon as it went back in like a couple pips, it hit to max drawdown. So I was like, oh, so you can change the settings and then say make sure that it's dollar amount that's equal. So you've got plenty of settings there, but it was just an oversight because I was doing the other way around. I was sending it from my prop account and receiving it to my personal, but my personal account wasn't receiving it, and I couldn't figure out why initially. But it was because I was sending a lot size. Like say from here, I sent a lot size 0.35, and that would be a 3.5 on my personal, but my personal wouldn't pick it up because we only did it couldn't recognize this number because it only do factors of 10s, not these 0.05s. So it wasn't going across it. I didn't pick up that it was because of the lot sizes. I just thought maybe it just wasn't sending it. So I switched it the other way around, and then one trade blew the account. So be careful with copiers. You do want to test them on demo accounts before you go live with them. All right. Oh, Don, you use the fear greed index for long-term buy signals. Buy when the market hits extreme fear. Stay on the sidelines during greed sessions. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. At the moment, everything's extreme greed. Australian S&P 500 is similar. Average growth per year is pretty decent. Yep. Supposed to be in that trade. The retest to go up, but I had to cut it short because I accidentally risked 2%. Oh, this one here. Damn. Grade around 0.4% profit. Break even. Oh yeah. All right. Well. Yeah, Jim, drive safe up here, mate. I might see you Saturday if you're around. I'm gonna get going as well. I think that was a good session. I'm gonna come back for New York. I'm happy to just take this trade. One and done. Got a nice session. Don't want to risk wasting time with German falling to a lull. So I'm gonna take this cue to go. Naz,
Thanks,
what's Naz doing? Naz is kind of stuck. So I got my eye on Naz. It's a bit ugly, this red thing, isn't it? We're up in this red zone. So this is just the wick. This is the all-time high at the top of this red zone. But I'm keeping my eye on this area, Asian 50%. I'd be pretty careful about taking that though, because I feel Naz could come back and retest this area. Maybe even make it just a slight bottom wick for the day before then pushing bullish again. But set some alerts at these levels so you're notified when it happens. Gold. Yeah, it's kind of annoying that it happened at the same time as a German, but that was a lovely area for it to bounce off that we picked. Gave a 3-minute candle. Oh no, 5-minute was it? 4-minute? No candle. Just reacted off that zone. Price pushing up. So once we get above this 2040 on the daily, is it the daily that looks good? It looks better on the 4-hour. So once we get above that 2040 and get a close above, you can see rejected and rejected. Once we get above here, we've got clean traffic, at least to this area. So we could see 2060 today comfortably. So that's what I'll be aiming for, 2060. I don't think there's any hints of sells. Just buy the dips. Cool. Alright guys, well, take care. Have a good rest of your session. We do have English interest rates at 12 and then the Euro interest rates. So no doubt that's going to shake things. So German 40 could very easily just fall into a holding pattern until this is out. And then you got the press conference 30 minutes later. That'll shake things. But I'll return about 2:15. Yeah. Noticed after a good day in gold, German 40 also shows good volume. Oh, good one. That's a nice observation, Manny. For the next day. Yeah. All right. Well, we got a nice early one today. So congrats, guys, the ones that took it. I'll see you for New York. All right. Take care.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Aidan.
Congratulations all.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Catch ya.